Hi guys, my name is Nick Potts. The prehistoric event that I'm going to be talking about is the fall of the dinosaurs. First, I'm going to give you guys some history on what we believe to know about the dinosaurs. The dinosaur era, also known as the Mesozoic era, started around 252 million years ago and ended 66 million years ago. There are three different periods in the Mesozoic era. The first period is the Triassic period, which is when the first dinosaurs began to appear on Earth. The second period of the Mesozoic era is the Jurassic period. That is when we began to see the first mammals appear, and then also at the end of the Jurassic period, the first birds began to appear on Earth. And then the last period of the Mesozoic era is known as the Cretaceous period. That is when the first flowering plants began to appear, and then at the end of the Cretaceous and Mesozoic era is when the mass extinction occurred, and we'll talk about that later. First, I'm going to give the fall of the dinosaurs and the end of the Mesozoic era was believed to be ended by a phenomenon called the KT event. It was first theorized by father and son scientists Louis and Walter Alvarez in the 1800s. They found the element iridium that is only found in space, and they believed it was a comet that hit the Earth and caused the mass extinction. The fall Scientists have found relatively new findings. For example, in 1990, scientists found the crater, later named Chicxulub, at the tip of Mexico's Yucatan Peninsula, that later dates back to Alvarez's theorized time. They believe that this is where the crater hit and caused the mass extinction of the dinosaurs. Although it's still only a theory, scientists theorize that the crater was 6 miles wide, struck Earth at 40,000 miles per hour, and released 2 million times more energy than the most powerful nuclear bomb. Some scientists are skeptical about the crater theory because iridium is an element that is found in the Earth's core, and they say that it could have been dispersed by volcanoes. Since the plates in the Earth's core were moving constantly, they believe volcanoes could have erupted all over Earth and causing mass disaster all over. Some scientists are The crater and volcanoes created deadly effects for the dinosaurs, caused huge fires, tsunamis, loss of sunlight, and loss of all food sources. This caused the mass extinction of the dinosaurs. They could not survive during these harsh environments, and the species was wiped out completely. Although the mass extinction killed about three-quarters of all life on the planet, there were some survivors. These included some marine animals such as sea turtles, sharks, and platypuses. Also, some of those survivors were reptiles. For example, snakes, lizards, and crocodiles have survived since the Mesozoic era. Although this was a terrible mass extinction, it gave way for the Cenozoic era, which is where we belong now, and created new life forms of all different kinds. Thanks for listening.